as mad as Netflix leaks Meghan's USB stores, the shocking doc, to harm the Duke in case their marriage is over. If I remember right, rumors of tension between Harry and Meghan had started in mid-summer of this year. And despite this, they both attended the One Young World Invictus event together. But you could tell that it wasn't all a lovey-dovey as before, at least to me. Here's the question, why had Harry been fighting so hard for Meghan to go to Balmoral when the Queen was passing? I have heard his fight with King Charles was actually quite short, so I don't really think he was fighting with Meghan. I think the time was spent fighting with Meghan about her not going. She had wanted a clip of herself coming out of Balmoral, wiping her eyes, and likely would have been wired to record everything she said, and she would have been at the Queen's death, while Catherine wasn't. Recently, an unnamed source revealed that Meghan had a plot to sell Netflix other secret documentaries, which Harry doesn't even know, in case of divorce. In September 2020, the couple, who had married in 2018, signed a multi-year deal with Netflix to create original content, including documentaries, movies, series, and children's programming. As the partnership is titled Archwell Productions, the royal couple had signed the deal worth a rumored $100 million or £83 million. But much of the money will go towards financing and paying for the production of the content. As the Duke and the Duchess's lucrative deal with a streaming giant is based on the production budget, meaning that the couple would pocket far less than according to the insider. Meghan used royal titles to open doors, but more than titles, she needs the royal family to keep her outside. And the moment that she tells Netflix and others that her husband is the king's son, Netflix and others are suitably impressed with this. When they divorce, it is when and not if she will no longer be a bona fide member of the royal family. And naturally, she will try to hang on to Link, but in reality she will be on the outside, as the family will never mention her name again. She is aware that she will need to marry well, because the money will stop pouring in. As she is desperately trying to hang on to a meal ticket, but he had enough. And if I had heard, along with 2 current members, who are also working as the royal household staff, that Harry has spoken to Charles about making a return to the royal family. And then I'm sure that Meghan Markle is also aware of his attempts to secure his future without her. As December will be interesting, and that woman will have a hard time finding some rich fool to fund her delusions long term. Interesting. I wonder if this is why Netflix has mentioned anything about their love story. Netflix knows they will look stupid launching a show about them when their divorce is in the works. But what will happen to the invisible kids? Harry had made a critical strategic error by concealing his children from the world and his family, as Archie and Lily are virtual strangers to us all. No one has any emotional ties to them, including King Charles and the royal family, as they are invisible Californians, and I'm not sure how far the royal family will bend to help Harry out of custody wars, as I'm not saying that they don't care, but they will not have the emotional investment that they would have had if Harry had shared his kids with his family. Harry may have to live with his decision to have his children raised as a US citizen and full-time US residents.